Hey guys, my name is Husi and I'm the co-host of the Young Nation Show. And today I'm here with Brian. He is a web designer. Yes, he's 13 years old and I'll let him introduce himself some more.
My name is Brian Moki. I'm 13 years of age. I'm in Kiwini Preparatory School. I'm a class 7 pupil. Recently, I've been working on an animal website, and so I'm a programmer and a coder as well. My passion for animals is what led me to this. I am taught by my teacher, Mr. Elfas Miganja. Yeah, that's all about it.
So Brian, 13 years old, web designer. I mean, that raises a lot of questions, doesn't it? So tell us, how did you start? Why did you start? And how do you get time to do all of this?
I mentioned earlier that I started on August last year when my dad wanted me to use the holidays well. So he asked my teacher Elfas, my very good teacher, if he could come to class and teach me how to come to home and teach me how to code. And you can see.
All right. So, as I look at your website, it has a lot of animals. It has lions, dogs. I mean, out of everything you could have done, like by making a website, why did you choose animals?
It's a funny question because it's my passion. Animals are my passion.
So I'm sure you do love animals very much. And do you hope to make any animal conservation websites in the future?
Yeah. If you read on this photo,
Yeah.
it's written. This website is to teach the public to conserve wildlife.
Wow, I wish I read that before asking the question. And so, I mean, you're 13, web design. If you walk into a room and say, I'm a web designer, I mean, not everyone will take you seriously. So, what are the challenges you face as a web designer at that young age?
Time. In class 7, I'm a boarder, so I'm in school half of the time, and most of the time I don't have time to either read or remember this so that I can continue with the website.
Right. So, I mean, your background is there, yeah? And, you are a very good student, as I can see. But how do you balance you studying outside of school and making such a beautiful website?
I come up with a timetable and give the coding and the reading at different times so that I'm able to do this mostly on the holidays, because at school I am not allowed to carry this.
Yeah, I wish you were. Alright, so apart from your teacher, Mr. Alphas, yeah, I'm sure he does a very good job teaching you, but are there any other programs or anything that you use to help, like resources like the internet, any specific websites you use to help you like perfect your code?
I don't really use websites. I have tutorials on the laptop which were given to me by teacher Elfas. I have a PHP tutorial, a HTML tutorial, a JavaScript tutorial, and things that can help you.
And as you can see some samples of his work right here. I will have a close-up on the screen right now. And it's a pretty clean website. I mean, there aren't too many things flying around, and that takes maturity even for a 13-year-old to pull off. So, I know web designing has its own terms and certain niche characteristics and stuff. So give us some terms for web designing that you had a hard time understanding and eventually did understand, and how we can better our understanding of web designing in general.
One is HTML. It means hypertext markup language. It's the language that is most basic on a static page.
Yeah. And there's static and dynamic pages, yeah? Right? Am I right? You see, I know my stuff too. And I know, what are the pros and cons for both?
What are they?
Pros and cons for static and dynamic. Like which one is better and why, and which one, for example, static may have a certain characteristic that's better than dynamic, or is it just static from dynamic, like from the bottom to the top?
When you use a static page, it's able to appear on the browser screen. But when you use a dynamic, PHP, like a dynamic page, it's not able to appear here until you use offline server like WAM server.
All right. And like you said, you want to do medical, you want to be in medicine, yeah, basically. And do you hope to actually pursue web designing and at the same time go on with your medical career?
I think they are on the same level, so I am still able to do this at the same time.
And can you explain the process? What goes into web designing? I mean, you told us you do it, yeah? But exactly how do you start from the beginning? I mean, obviously you need a computer to web design, but after that, what happens? What do you need? What programs do you need? What do you need to do to actually start web designing?
You need for a starter, you need to use a page, not a page. How will I call it? Something like Notepad, where you can write down the tags so that they can appear on the browser. But as soon you continue, you can use other programs like Dreamweaver and Sublime.
Okay, and you said your dad was the one who actually put you into web designing. I mean, before that, did you know about web designing? I'm sure you did, pretty smart lad. But did you know what goes into web designing and the simple characteristics in web designing before your dad actually thought of inviting Mr. Alphonse over to teach you?
I didn't really think a young person like me could do that, because I thought of people like Mark Zuckerberg. They were a bit old, too old for me.
All right, there you have it, folks. Web designer and a very nice lad. I mean, very easygoing, and I'm sure he's gonna go pretty far in life.
Hi guys, my name is Brian, and as you can see, I'm a web designer. I'm 13 years old. Thank you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to Young Nation down below.